Hello, everybody, and today is going to be an odd video for you, the viewer, who is watching this right now. But let me get this clear. Yes, this is totally allowed on the channel. You can make solo videos. I'm aware this might be a little bit more boring than the group ones, but hey, disclaimer, it will have some animation in it. I swear, there will be an animation bit somewhere in here. And you don't even need to ask what this is about. It's in the thumbnail, and it's in the title. I'm ranking the Vertigo weapons of Roblox Vertigo, which is one of my most favorite games. Simple combat, fast paced, there's never a boring moment besides when you're looking for a weapon. But this is definitely my favorite game on Roblox at the moment, so... And again, this is all my personal opinion. I know this is obvious. This is a really stupid disclaimer. This is my opinion, and obviously there's some funny exaggerations as the tiers. And definitely, if there's a new player with the axe and there's a skilled player like me, because I'm the best player in the world, with my fists, I'm probably going to beat the new player with the axe. Again, it's all down to personal skill. Let's say we're all medium. Let's say everyone watching this, you're medium. You're not that bad. You're not that bad. You're not that good. Okay, let's get into the video. Alright, first weapon. Fist. I mean, technically, any weapon is better than the fist. I would say, most likely, every weapon is better than the fist, so... we'll leave it there. I mean, do I really need to exaggerate more on the fist? It's incredibly close range, but has some decent... Actually, never, I'm gonna boost it up to oof. The reason why I'm boosting it up to oof is because of its crit rate, and it's amazing. You have no idea how many times I die, because there's a little a-hole who just camps any of the railways and punches me, and he gets a random crit, and I die. Honestly, I don't think random crits should be in the game. They're just... I mean, do I even need to elaborate further? Random crits are bad. Just watch Uncle Bane's video on that and why. Okay, on to the Mega Fist. You're dead. It doesn't matter if the spawn is incredibly rare. You're dead. The cooldown is just terrible. And if you fight a person who at least has one IQ point, you're so dead. The only time I ever get killed by this weapon is when I'm being overconfident with a new player, and all you're doing is just tapping the screen. Like 90% of the time, I'll kill him. And 90% of the time, I'll die. The only thing this is good for is killing friendlies who are just dancing. Which I tend to do a lot. Alright, onto the bat. It's definitely decent. Its crit, I'm pretty sure max crit does 40 damage, which is really good. And also, I see a lot of Scout people roleplay, Scout from TF2, just take the bat and just roleplay and just scream bonk. But it's a pretty good weapon, I would say that, because the fast swing rate and the decent damage, I believe it's 20, maybe, I think it's below 20 for a normal, which, again, anyways, on to the comically oversized spoon. This is Elijah's favorite weapon, because, you know, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to put in oof. I don't know, actually, decent. I would actually put it in full win, most likely. If the least damage you could do was a 26, it would definitely be you will most likely win. Stupid. One of the main pros is that it has a really far reach rate. And that reach rate is super OP when you're chasing someone, or you're chasing someone who's going up a steep cliff or a steep ramp. The reason why it's on decent is because it's 24 damage. If you're ever fighting someone, max damage you could do, I believe, is 25. Obviously, we're not talking about crits here. Max damage you could do is 25, meaning it's always going to take 5 hits. And if the least was 25, this wouldn't be a problem. But hey, maybe the guy could regen fast enough. So yeah, I feel like it's doomed. Alright, on to oof. This is a weird one. Katana... definitely somewhere decent or oof. If there were more tiers, I would definitely put in the near decent and oof. I fight so many people. This is gonna be controversial, but oof. I'm putting in oof. You have no idea how many times I will kill someone using the katana. The only thing it's good for, I'd say, but I mean the knife is already known for this, is bleed damage, which of course if you have obviously it has a very fast swing speed. So yeah, I would say it's not the worst, obviously, but I would say it's I would say it's definitely worse than the sword. All right, On to the pan. Now Elijah said that in his opinion, this is one of the best pins in the game. I would not agree with that, but it's definitely not one of the worst. If you just go into first person with the pan and just camp every single ramp, aka ramp is this thing right here. If you just camp and just knock back everyone off a cliff, you will get so many kills, I assure you. Yeah, so, by the way, if you don't know, that the knockback on this thing is monstrous. If you hit someone on a ramp, or if you're facing towards the cliff, if you hit them there, they will most likely die. It happens to me so many times, and don't even get me started on the crit rate, it's stupid. Alright, on to the Mace. I would say because of its short range, I would say it has like a fast and medium swing. I know that's stupid, but even the damage rate isn't even that good, and of course its reach is pretty bad. Damn, I'm putting a lot of weapons in the oof category, but it's just not that good in my opinion. And I never, even the location is pretty bad. Location is just bad. Like either you're gonna be like me, you're gonna be impatient and just jump down all the way and take fall damage. You don't want that. And I think I've only died to the Mace 2 times. Because I always kill them with my fist. So yeah, it's not that good. Spear. Easy. Easy. This is the most easiest choice. If there's mains in this game, if there's mains in Vertigo, I would 100% choose the spear. I would main it. The reason why is super obvious. It has a stupid high crit rate and a stupid high bleed rate. I believe they recently nerfed the spear. I believe. But it's still stupid good. Like, you have no idea. I've gotten internal bleeds 3 times in a row. And that happens almost daily. And of course, the super far reach rate is insane. Every time I chase someone, they will die. The only con to this thing, I believe, is that if someone has a knife and they're easily trying to rush you and they're unpredictable, you will most likely die. And if you make predictable movements, which I find myself doing a couple times, you will probably die if your opponent is competent. Alright, on to the wrench. I hate this thing so much, but it's good. I hate this thing so much. I would say this is probably the least skill-based weapon in the game. Reason why? If you main this weapon, please leave the video, and please go jump off a cliff. I'm sorry. I hate people who use this, the people who rush to go get I don't like them. Wanna know why? Because they can never fight. Like, they will never go onto a flat platform and fight you. They will always go on ramps. They will camp the entrance to an area that's flat. They will camp the area so that they'll pray to God that they'll get a random crit on you, and you'll get off. And the crit rate is just insane. And it does 40 damage maximum for the crit rate. It's so stupid. It's so good, though. I wish I could put it in just... Anyways, on to the Excalibur, whatever. My friend says this is machete. I don't know what it is. I'll put it in decent. I know what you're saying, Cole, you're insane. I'm gonna dislike the video. But actually, the reason why it's decent is because of how basically kind of unreliable it is. Like, the hitbox is confusing. Like, I believe the hitbox is like sometimes it feels like it's only in the middle of the blade. It's not on the top, which is. And also, I would put in you will most likely if it had a stab motion. Definitely, you will most likely win. Imagine if this monster had a stab. Jeez, that thing would be broken. But yeah. Sometimes I'll find myself in, although it is pretty good for close quarters and medium range combat. I know you're saying, Cole, this is a melee game. You're insane. I'm talking about like when an enemy is decently. It's like a demo night in TF2 where the weapon has a default longer range. It's like that except the range. All right, onto the sword. Decent. Again, probably you're thinking I'm insane. Actually, no. You will most likely win. The reason why I hesitate is because the spawn rate is pretty good. I found myself some rounds just having 4 swords to stockpiling so that no one could take them. So yeah, the spawn is pretty quick, and it's pretty reliable. I would say that, but actually, and at the same time, it's unreliable. I think I'm having a spasm too. But it's pretty unreliable. Sometimes I will stab someone, I will slash them, and this has the same problem as the machete in quotes, where the tip of the sword, I believe, is not hitbox. It'll only basically work if it's in medium range or short. Which, I mean, most of the time you'll find yourself in, but having the ability to do long range is just OP. Okay, onto the club. Easy, you will win. And this is kind of a... Actually, wait, no, never mind, sorry. I forgot. You will most likely win. It would definitely be on you will win if the spawn is not in the middle of a fire pit, meaning whenever you want to get the weapon, you take damage. And also, definitely because of the bonk sound effect. I have no idea. You have no idea how many times you'll see in chat someone just say bonk after they kill someone. It's weird. And I would say one of the only cons I can think about is that the animation is pretty janky, and maybe I would feel like it has a long swing speed, but I mean it's a little bit of a delay. Sorry, not the speed of the swing is really good, and also being in first person, that thing is pretty good. All right, on to the Jackhammer. Post nerf, pre nerf to this thing. Easy, you'll win. Everyone would rush to get this thing because the charge attack was so good. Now, it's oof. It's a shame. This thing will 2-hit KO you, which is insane with charged shots. But now, but they recently nerfed it to where you have half the speed when you have it equipped. That's really bad if you're running at half the speed with this thing. So, you can never chase someone with this thing. It's basically just completely defensive. And you can and someone can still bait out your swings, and it's just bad. Well, I find myself getting killed with it every now and then, but still. Alright, on to the knife. You will most likely win. This is really good for new players if you don't have an IQ, just like me. If you just rush your enemy, just tapping mouse 1 or tapping your screen, whatever device you have, you'll probably kill him. Because of the high bleed rate, because of the really high bleed rate, you'll probably kill someone. But probably one of the definitely main cons is, I believe it's the most shortest range weapon in the game, which is understandable because it's a knife. You have no idea how many times I'll be chasing someone, and I'm like, God, I wish I had a spear. I mean, it's not the best chasing weapon, but it's definitely good. Alright, on to the battle axe. This is an easy one. You know, it's so easily A. I feel obligated. I would feel like it would be more appropriate to place it right here in the middle because of the location. If I had a nickel for every time I would want to punch my screen out because I would die on the parkour part, because that freaking swinging beam, I hate it so much. Dojo, I will find you, and I will aim a gun at you, and I'll tell you to remove that beam right now, miss. Anyways, yeah, it's incredibly good. 3 hit KO. It has a stab motion. That's insane. Stab motions are just really good in Vertigo. And also the swing is really far range. Although one of its main problems probably is it's very bad in very close quarters combat. Alrighty, I believe this is it. I believe this is all the weapons. This is my opinion. All these weapon tiers are my opinion. Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. And please go and check out my channel. And please go check out all my friends' channels. Only subscribe to me and my friends if you actually like their content. Please don't go blindly subscribing. So, anyways, bye.